BLG's comp is a really scary composition to play against. I think that GAM's composition wants to do a few too many things. You've got solid dive coming through from the Ari plus the Vi. Rakan follow-up seems good on paper. Beishwan can look to put a lot of pressure on this bot lane 2 versus 2. It provides a lot of safety for Elk and On. And also some much-needed revenge after what happened in Game 1.
Yeah, absolutely. Elio is going to get pushed back here. There's the flash in from Ana. It's a level 1 support, and he's got nowhere to go, and Elk snipes him for first blood.
I mean, that was just exquisite from On. He flash engages, ticks over to level 2 at just the right time, and he catches Elio completely off guard. Now, Levi looking for a response.
Yeah, this kind of has to work here for GAM, but Kiaya is getting incredibly low. Will he just get knocked down by Bin? Bin trying to take him out in that 1v2. Will he be able to do it? Bin now trying to kite back, waiting for the Qs. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. GAM get their response kill. This Dragon is on, going to threaten with a Hex Flash there. Beishwan does arrive. Try to back up the rest of the team, and they are looking here. The Charm does connect onto Knight, and there is the Q to follow. Knight gets 6, but it just doesn't matter. It's too little, it's too late. They get the kill on the LPL mid laner.
Nicely done. We wanted to see some mid lane investment from GAM, and the first gank
on level 6.
Certainly is. Dragon looking to be secured by BLG as the swap is coming through now from GAM. The rotation into the mid lane from Elio. Working with Levi, something that we continue to see, this combination of the jungle plus support. Artemis, I think he was able to sidestep the vision there. Oh, doesn't matter. He's just going to make his presence known as the Scion looking to TP towards the bot side of the map. Dragon secured. Really did step up in the playoffs, and they were able to showcase a lot of improvements after so many of the struggles that they ran into with the jungle changes, the coaching staff struggles. They were able to find their footing and make their way back here to MSI.
Absolutely, and it also speaks to the incredibly high standards that are set for a team like BLG. When you talk about expectations, and people are saying, they're not looking as strong, they're not as consistent. Well, they got second in the LPL, and they kind of, crushed in playoffs for a lot of it, except against AL.
I'm completely off guard, and we'll see if GAM can find their footing in the fights. Has been continues to trade in the 1v1 against Kiaya. Kiaya's doing very good in the 1v1.
Both junglers are here, though. You can actually see the jungle pet moved into that. So Beishwan is here, as is Levi, and Bin is going to get the bad news. They go first, and they grab the kill.
A quick collapse from Levi. Trinity Force completed for him as the second Dragon has started off. It's going to be a very difficult one for GAM to really contest because of how much time Levi spent on the top side of the map. So BLG quickly stacking up these Dragons.
Yeah, I mean, it was like a 23, 24-minute soul, if I recall. On and On now are going to be in the area. On spotted on the ward is Artemis trying to get that tower down. Can't quite finish it off. Levi's going to go in. Here's Beishwan to get the bad news as On is trying to turn this fight around. Bin now on the backside, going to get buster shot out by Artemis. Artemis trying to get the work done as the TP's going to be coming in as well. GAM is fully committing to this. Eris in trouble on the side, though, as he's going to get the charm down on the Knight, but Knight gets a stun of his own, and he's chasing after Eris. Eris has to flash as Elk is now flanking them on the Ezreal. He goes in and he gets the shutdown, flashes out to safety as well. Another TP coming in, but now Kiaya wants nothing to do with this. He's going to hold out to safety, and it's Artemis that's kind of lagging behind here. Kiaya stopping to try to peel, make sure they cannot catch up to that Tristana, but that means the mid lane tier 1 is going to be completely exposed.
The response from BLG meant that GAM had few options. It felt like GAM was just kind of trickling in one by one, whereas BLG was already a unit, much faster. Tested them, BLG responded in kind. The double TPs came through from both mid laners, and Ari TPing in that situation is just way more favorable for the Annie. It's so much easier for her to drop her combo. Eris was forced out of the fight immediately. But reminder that Levi still gets the Herald.
Oh, they want this dive. There's Tibbers coming down. The CC chain is going to be enough. Eris going to get smote down by Beishwan. We'll be able to limp out to safety. Looking for a potential flank. Ultimate's ready for pretty much everyone. Knight's going to be up in a couple seconds as Kiaya fishing will hit some damage down here onto On. But it's going to be about the engage. And if GAM will allow BLG to get in here, they're going to go, and they're looking for the engage. It's Eris that's caught, it's Eris that's killed by Knight, but in the back line, it's Levi trying to turn things around, trying to beat down Knight, but he can't do it. Elio just trying to peel off Beishwan as Knight finally gets killed by Kiaya, but he's knocked down as well. Levi on the run, the bot lane is scattered. GAM are running for the hills, but BLG do not want to let them get away here. They're trying to find one more bit of CC. The Vault Breaker will get Levi out to safety as GAM's bot lane immediately runs mid, trying to take a tower here, but that means it is going to be feats of strength going to BLG with this Dragon, as well as the Soul Point.
On is just exceptional The small positioning mistake from Ares. You want to try and defend.
Yeah, on threatening with the Hex Flash there, but Kiaya is stepping forward. He does pick up the tower aggro. Has to be a little bit careful. He's just tanking that tower. The tower's not getting knocked down. The target is not being focused. We can see TP coming in here from Knight. Is he going to arrive in time? Beishwan going to get knocked down. On's in trouble next, but Kiaya has fallen as well. And Knight arrives just to get knocked down. It's a good fight for GAM. They are chasing after them. The resets are coming through. Levi kills Bin. They knock down 3.
Tension continues to mount as Beishwan trying to find an angle in. Elio acting as the gatekeeper for now.
It is getting low. It's going to be a smite fight potentially. We'll see if Beishwan can get in. He can't. It's down to 2K, and they're trying to turn on to Beishwan. They get the kill on to Beishwan. Ares is the one who picks it up. Kiaya trying to tank through this, but the junglers are dead on both sides, and now it's just a total flip, and it's going to be grabbed here, and it looks like it went to BLG. They steal it away, and it's Knight who gets the last hit.
Nothing short of a scrap as it turns into a front-to-back between the two teams. I thought that with Beishwan getting one shot at the start, it was going to be a guaranteed fight for GAM, but BLG did not hesitate. They did not slow down.
Elios, he had spellbooked over to it. Now swapping back to another summoner. Yaya taking some damage, is going to get Shattering Struck and stunned up, but will be okay. Still losing about 30% of your health before that fight. Not what you want to have happen. Oh, he's actually going to look for the engage. He's looking for Knight here. Elk just shifts out of the way, though, and Kiaya is now the one in trouble. Ares trying to get some damage down on Beishwan. He can't actually connect much. Elio's got to run, so does Kiaya, and GAM are getting crushed. On flashes in, Artemis flashes out. Artemis trying to turn the damage around. As Artemis gets a kill, he gets a shutdown. It's Bin now trying to take the damage in the front line. It's going to be another kill for Artemis as he jumps forward. He's looking for Elk, but he can't close the gap. BLG turn on him. It's a double for Bin. It's Kiaya knocked down. It's the ace and the triple for Bin, and it's going to be Mountain Soul as well.
It's chaos in the mid lane.
It's a good try there from GAM. They tried to get very aggressive, but the amount of damage they took early on in that fight really did feel like it kind of swung it. Elio and Kiaya ate so much free damage early on. Even with Artemis and Ares finding angles to try to get in, to try to play it aggressive, it was very tough.
I mean, we're going to check out the MasterCard priceless moment of the game.
Wait for that to spawn. They are pushing the pace. They are already here on to Baron. And look at the positioning from Knight and on opposite sides. They could look for the snap engage. Knight going to get spotted, but Levi's already in trouble. And Levi's going to get jumped on by Beishwan. Here comes Bin. And there goes Levi. He is down already. Ares trying to get one back, is able to do so as they trade the junglers back and forth. Kiaya is in the middle of everyone, but he is not going to be living for long. Elk is on a rampage, and GAM is on the run, trying to get out of here. But Bin connects. It's going to be rocket jump back from Artemis here as Knight is just pushing forward, going to get knocked up. They're trying to make the turn happen. Do they have the damage to do it? It does not look like it. There's a great buster shot from Artemis, but it is not going to be enough. He doesn't have another rocket jump. He doesn't have another reset, and he doesn't have a way out. Ares now next to fall. He is running, and he has got nowhere to go. Elk goes unstoppable. BLG take another big win.
From Baron to bot lane, BLG hunt down the kills.
GAM have got to try to do it all over again. Kiaya is body, has his TP, and he is coming, but it feels like it's too little. It feels like it's too late. Levi not even there yet, and the Baron is already gone, and now all GAM can do is just try to run. On goes for the crash down, looking for Ares. He is going to be able to land the charm as Kiaya trying to create some space for the rest of his team to get out, but Elk is going in. Elk is going aggressive as always onto Ares. He's going to be able to ult over the wall to safety.
This tier 2 tower going to be a difficult one to defend for GAM.
Yeah, it's going to be really tough, especially when they saw two members from GAM mid lane very recently. It looks like GAM are sending 3 towards Bin. I think they're trying to see, is there an opportunity here for a pick? But Bin is playing respectfully. He is just going to back it up while the rest of his team pushes in here, and Kiaya is getting hammered by Elk right now. This inhibitor tower is going to be under fire now. BLG 4 members strong through this top lane. Bin escorting in that Baroned up minion wave mid lane as well, and the siege is going to begin in earnest.
GAM may look for a pick onto Bin, the isolated member, perhaps if they can find that kill, leverage the numbers advantage, but BLG, their siege is relentless. First tower will fall, and now they've gained access into the base. The inhibitor soon to follow.
Yeah, and it's perfectly synced up. The mid lane wave is there right as the top lane inhibitor does fall, and they are going to be moving over and knocking down this one. If GAM's not going to fight for the tower, they're not going to fight for the inhibitor, so it is just one of these options. They sit back, they turtle up, they try to defend the Nexus. that is going to be the call here.
But the amount of damage that Elk has been doing in this game has been monstrous.
Absolutely has, and Knight just completed the Shadow Flame. They took that late base though, so this gives GAM the opportunity to start this one up. The question is, can they actually finish in time? Eris on the side, gonna be able to try to look for a chunk on a base one, can't actually connect with the Charm, unfortunately. Kiaya is just getting crushed. There's the flash forward by Elio, but there's no one there to follow it up. GAM spend everything to go into the back line there. They lose two, and it feels like they don't even dent the health bars, and now Gigabin wants to get involved in the action. Levi popping his ult over onto him, but Artemis just can't move the health bars. Levi trying to survive. Artemis is down. Eris trying to get one back, but he can't even get that. BLG will not allow him to get a kill. It's a double on the other side there from Elf as Ben catches up and does what he does. He knocks him down. BLG are going to be moving for the Nexus here, taking this second game. It's 22-11, a 10,000 gold lead as BLG are making no doubt about it. A clean ace at the Elder Dragon is what will spend the end of this one. BLG are going to be taking us all the way to match point.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.